Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Christine with Powder Crafts, and today is day 11 of the 13 days of Halloween cards. So I've got some distress inks out, my image is already stamped, colored, and cut out, and we're going to focus on creating a scene today. So I've cut this circle from some post-it tape. It's like full sticky on the whole thing. I think it works great. Grabbing my mat here because I'm going to do some distress inking. And first we're going to start with some tumbled glass to give a night sky. Other colors I am using today are Dusty Concord, Stormy Sky, and Black Soot. So just putting a really thin layer of the tumbled glass, and then we're going to move into the Dusty Concord. I just want a little bit of a purple haze. Then I am grabbing the Stormy Sky to darken up the sky. And to finish that off, I'm going to use my Black Soot just kind of around those edges. I'm using my heat tool to dry this because I'm going to be stamping down some bats, and I want to use some clear embossing powder on those, and I just want to make sure that all this ink is dry. So I've put some powder down, and I'm going to test this out by just sprinkling some embossing powder on there, and it's pretty sticky still. So I'm going to just grab that again. I want to be careful because I don't want to heat up the paper too much because I don't want it to curl up. This is some watercolor paper. Adding some baby powder again. You could use a embossing tool or any other kind of tool that you have that can just lay down a little bit of powder so that your embossing powder does not stick. I just use baby powder, and I'm old. Well, I say old because I've had it a long time, but I bought it at the dollar store, just a makeup brush. So I've stamped my bats out with some VersaFine Onyx Black ink. Sprinkled that down with some clear embossing powder, and then I'm going to heat set those bats. And there is my sky. So I've got this piece here. I recently picked up this year the Spooky Fence border die from Lawn Fawn. Such a fun die. So I've cut the little fence out, but then I decided that I needed to add some color to my moon. I'm using antique linen distressing just to add a little color to the moon. I didn't really want it to be yellow, and this antique linen was just right. So here's our card base for today. It's the 110 pound Recollections black cardstock. And I've decided I want to put this up on some foam tape. I have all this like colored foam where it's self-adhesive. It's got adhesive on one side, and then you need to use like your tape runner or liquid glue or something to hold that down on the other side. I've been trying to use it up. I found it on sale, but I really decided I really don't like the colors. Like if you're using like a red cardstock and you're using red fun foam, that's fine, but you end up, or at least I ended up with a bunch of colors I didn't use. So I'm using it up, but I probably won't purchase that again. I mean, I like the fun foam. I'd probably just purchase it all in white, but just not the colored stack. So here are my little images. These are from the My Favorite Things stamp set, Frightfully Sweet. They are just so cute. I've got the 2 images I put down just adhered right to my fence piece, and this last one I'm going to pop up on some foam tape because they kind of overlap. So now we're going to grab a panel for the inside of the card, grabbing a Happy Halloween sentiment. This is from the Simon Says stamp set Trick or Treat. Go ahead and stamp that down with some Memento Tuxedo black ink, and then I'm going to stamp those bats again, and I'm bringing in a spider stamp from that Simon Says stamp Trick or Treat stamp set. I thought that'd just be kind of fun to put right up there. Adding a pumpkin that I had colored for a card previously in this series that did not get used, so we're gonna just pop that on the inside and use that up. Using just some tape runner, and we'll put this on the inside of the card. So once this is done, I'm adding some Wink of Stella glitter brush to certain areas of the costumes and the pumpkins. The images were colored with the Arteza Real Brush pens, and when you're using the Wink of Stella, it does kind of pick up some of that color. So just be careful when you're going from image to image that if you're going in from a light color to a dark color, it doesn't matter, but like when I went from the hat to the pumpkin, I started to bring in some of that black ink. So I just grabbed some scrap to just take that off. So now I am pulling out some Nouveau drops. I want to add some really teeny tiny stars. So I am using silver lining. So these are the silver lining crystal drops, just adding really tiny dots all around for my stars. And that will do it. That is it for this card. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more and you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. But until next time, bye.